I think that's good. Welcome to the live. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I don't know why it was taking me like literally 20 minutes just to do a thumbnail. I think because like doing it right on the spot, it's annoying. Anywho, today we're going to be painting and doing a little story time. Let me just get myself ready. I got to get my little music on because my music for me in my ears, it just helps me like not have anxiety when being on live. That way I could just, be comfortable. Okay. How y'all Sunday doing? I hope y'all having a good Sunday. I hope everything is going well for you guys this weekend. I had me a good weekend, honestly. I got to chill out this weekend. Just the weekend I chilled because all week I did content and stuff. So I was kind of tired. Uh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got a crazy story time for y'all today. And I know I did tell this story on my YouTube a few years ago, but just for the new people that didn't get a chance to see it or don't know me or just coming in, when I tell y'all this story time is crazy, AF, it's crazy, okay? It's very crazy. Okay, so let's start with, let me see. Yeah, let me do some warm-up questions before I jump right in. I don't want to jump right in. Especially because today is going to be like a short live, guys. Because I got to finish my Sunday cleaning. But I wanted to make sure I got on because I'm trying to stick by my schedule. Which is like Friday and Sundays are getting on live. What's one thing y'all did for yourself this week? That you had been needing to do and you finally did it. Excuse me, when you did, you was really happy about it. I got my little almonds. Make sure I got a little fiber today. Are they eating healthy? It's good. Protein is good. But make sure you're eating that fiber. These are some almonds. But at least for me, one thing this week that I did for myself that I said I was is worked out. I worked out all week. No, that's not to say like I stopped or anything, but this week was a little bit challenging, or this past week was challenging for exercise because I was sore from like the rain and stuff, and just I was just sore. So I'll try myself that, and I'm painting today because for one thing I told you I was gonna paint again on live, but I actually just love painting. Like it's just something I really enjoy doing now, but I can't find a brush right now that I want to start with, and don't nobody come in here tell me how my art look. Because it's not for that. It's for me to do something that makes me happy. And that's what I'm going to do. So anyways, rest days. Oh, also, before I also jump into some more quick questions. Do y'all feel guilty when y'all take rest days? Personally for me, I don't feel guilty when I take rest days because I need it. I would prefer to rest and stuff opposed to overworking myself, especially because with me having lupus, I have to like do things differently as far as exercise and stuff to make sure like I'm not like getting a flare up. Because when you go super hard in the gym like that, there's been people that have, from working out too hard or not listening to their bodies. And I've had times where like I did a little bit too much and didn't really feel well. So I really have been like trying my hardest to make sure I'm easier on myself in the gym. And it's been more enjoyable too, instead of being on beast mode all the time. And I've been seeing like, not more of a difference, because the last time I did it, I lost 23 pounds. Like, I was going crazy. But I'm getting a little older now, so I gotta do things differently. So let me know if y'all feel guilty for y'all cheat days or y'all rest days that y'all decide not to work out, because I don't. And what's something that y'all been manifesting lately? For me, I've been manifesting like a successful YouTube career, successful brand, traveling, what else have I been manifesting? And more sources of income. That's what I've been manifesting too. There's more sources of income, and trying different business ventures and stuff, which goes into play with more income and stuff. So yeah, that's the stuff I've been manifesting. Let me know in the comments what y'all been manifesting. And don't you guys forget to make sure that y'all like my live, follow my YouTube channel, and stay notified for next time I get on live. So, let's get into this story time. Have y'all ever had like a nosy behind neighbor that just don't know how to mind their business? Because this is what even started the issue to begin with. Hold on, y'all. So, for me, I'm gonna be honest. When I meet new people, no, I'm not the friendliest person. Like, I have to feel a person out before I want to talk to them and have conversation with them. Like, I gotta feel comfortable. And I feel like that's part of the reason why, when I get on live or whatever, I have sometimes anxiety or whatever, or a shaky start because I'm not used to doing it, and that's talking to people that you don't know, which I'm gonna get better at because it's different from making content and just posting it to you talking live to people. Okay, so this neighbor, mind you, this all happened when me and my wife lived in Arizona. Arizona, by the way, is one of my favorite freaking states. I lived there as an adult and a child. And me and my wife, right after high school, we jetted out there and we moved it because I really wanted to go there. And she was my girlfriend at the time, but now she's my wife. But she was just trying to be supportive and stuff, and she was open to it and stuff too. Like, she was really scared, but she wanted to take a leap of faith and, go with her girlfriend or whatever. So we moved to Arizona. Where we moved to our apartment at, it's not the best area. Now, we did have issues coming down because honestly, straight out of high school, we didn't have all the money saved right away. So we had to wait a little bit before going down because we had to save up some money. So we did that. We got to the apartment. And before that, though, I had asked my aunt, whatever, I was like, hey, can you FaceTime me or have them on the phone or like Zoom or something so that we're able to see what the apartment looked like? Did she go there or did she just have them call or something? I think so. But it's just crazy because you stay there in Arizona for 20 years or something like that. Excuse me. The least thing you could do is just check out and see the area because she was one of the main people who was asking us to come down there, mind you, because she lives in Arizona. Right? So we end up going down there and it did not look how it looked in the live. Not in the live, in the FaceTime or whatever. And when he showed us on camera, it did not look like that. So we just dealt with it because, again, we had to just save just enough to get down there anyway. So it was just, here, let me turn, I'm hurting my dog on back. So anyway, goodness. Anyway, so, we had just saved enough to get down there or whatever. So we're down there. I think we were down there for at least a year by the time that lady came. And she had already gave me weird vibes anyway, right? Now, again, mind you, I'm not a friendly person to strangers. I'm just not. Sometimes, y'all can call me rude, call me whatever, but sometimes when people speak to me, I don't speak. Sometimes when people, try to engage with me, I won't speak because, number one, I'm not going to speak if I don't feel like speaking. And also, I don't like having a fake laugh talking to people. And I won't do it. Somebody will say, try to make a joke or whatever. Oh, blah, 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 like a dad joke or just a regular joke or just trying to be funny, trying to be friendly. And I just would look dead, it'd just be straight face, Now, it's not to say, I'm that with everybody, but sometimes I just feel people's energy, and it just be off to me. I don't know. Some people, I just be like, I don't really want to speak to that person. I don't get, super good vibes from that person, or they seem kind of weird or whatever. And I got that from this neighbor lady, right? Now, my wife, she's usually not super friendly. But for whatever reason, she was friendly to this lady, right? She was outside doing something, and Jazz was outside taking her dog out to use the bathroom. And the lady asked Jazz to come to her apartment to see her doggone cats. I almost cussed, sorry. To see her cats. I wasn't privy to the information. I'm inside the house. I think I was washing dishes or something, or using the bathroom. No, that's not what she was doing. She was not taking the dog out. My wife was going to take the trash out. That's what it was. She was going to take the trash out, right? I was using the bathroom, and then I was thinking in my head, she's taking a long time to come in because mind you, at the type of apartment that we live at, like, you don't have to go take it to the garbage disposal or anything like that. You take the trash and you put it, like, next to your door in front of your apartment window or whatever. So she out there about 10 minutes, or what I thought she was out there for 10 minutes. I finally go out there and I'm looking around. I'm like, where the heck is she at? And after, I'm calling her phone, I'm texting her and stuff. I'm like, Mama, where's you at? Because we call each other Mama. That's our nickname or whatever. I was like, Mama, where's you at? And she's not answering, right? 10, 15 minutes go by. And she's in this lady's apartment because she ends up coming out. And the lady comes out with her or whatever. She's like an older lady too. She's Caucasian. She's like in her 40s or something like that. And like middle 40s, something like just weird vibe. Just like one of those ones that like you could tell just loose and just not a type of like person you want to be around. Like when I was raised by my grandma, she always said bad association spoils useful habits. And some people, like I said, some people I just really don't get a good vibe from. And I'm not going to be around every single person. I was really surprised when my wife ended up going and interacting with that lady or going like her apartment. Now, when I talked about her, she was like, oh, I was just trying to be nice or whatever. But dang that. You don't know what she got going on or who in there or what they capable of or nothing. So when my wife came out, I said, where the heck was you at? And she's coming up to the lady. I was like, oh, it's okay. I wasn't talking to her. I completely ignored her. Girl, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my girlfriend at the time, now my wife. Why the heck is you in there? You didn't say that you was going there or nothing. Didn't mention it. Didn't do nothing. You just go up in this lady's apartment because she said you want her to see your cats? Girl, my nose was freaking flared the heck up because, again, I didn't think that my girlfriend girlfriend, now wife at the time, was going to end up going to her apartment for one thing. And for two, she didn't even mention that she was going over there. Now, I think she said she asked her to come in when she was outside. But my thing is, you just never know what people are capable of. You just never know. Like, and I already had bad vibes from her anyway. And to be honest with you, I don't really even interact like with neighbors like that. To be honest with you, like a lot of times they'll speak or whatever. Like this one dude that lived in our apartment, he seemed like he like an axe murderer or something. I don't know. He's very weird. And one time the girl had went to his apartment. I never seen her come out. So I thought he had all turbine. I was annoyed with you, man, because I was like, well, dang, where did she go? And then my wife's grandma said to me before we left, and I remember that like it was yesterday, take care of my granddaughter. I'm trying to do that, and you're not making it easy to do that. You taking your behind up in somebody's apartment, and I don't know where the heck you go. Girl, you had me blown right then. So then after that, I told my girlfriend off or whatever, and she came inside. She said she wouldn't do that again. Now, fast forward, we started having more problems with this lady. I really feel like, though, my wife going in her apartment, not that it was my wife's fault or anything, but like it was a domino effect. Because I feel like it made the lady feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And you don't let strangers or neighbors feel comfortable. You don't need, what do you need to feel comfortable about? You need to be uncomfortable when you're around me. I don't know you. Man, stop laughing. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to do none of that. So me and my girlfriend or my wife or whatever, so we was in our apartment the one day, and either we was arguing or something. I think we was arguing. And yeah, mama, for real. She can't. I think she either, mama, did she come to the door to knock, or were we going out? The time that she put her face in the door. Let me know if you remember that part. Okay, let me see. Maybe you remember that? Let me put these headphones up. Oh, okay, we was going out. Okay, so we was going out of the apartment or whatever. And do y'all know, this crazy behind lady, this nutcase, gonna stick her face like in the door, like to look in our apartment. Like I think she was like trying to have a conversation too, but like literally standing at our door trying to look in and say something to me. When I tell you I slammed that door so fast in her freaking face, bro. Like, okay, so now you're doing too much. Now, on top of you being weird, you're invading my space. Why are you sticking your face in my apartment door? That's asking for these hands. Like, it really is. That's literally called for, I want to beat down, or I want to taste the cement. Don't y'all think? Like, that, at least to me. At least to me. I don't know what she was thinking by doing that. But like I said, at that point, I think she was comfortable. Because also by that point, I think like when my wife would go outside, like Jazz, she would go to take the dog or out or whatever. She would always speak to her, like, and start a conversation up. Now, when I would go out, she would talk to me, she would get ignored. We're not doing that. I don't want to talk. No. We don't need to talk about nothing because I don't know you. So, she tried to put her face in the door. And after that, I really was just like, I don't like this lady. And she's going to be a problem, basically. So then after that, time go by. Okay, so then we did argue in our apartment, me and my wife. And we came out the one day. Now, for some reason, I don't know if our apartment was made out of styrofoam or cardboard box. But either way, the walls was too freaking thin. Tell me why when I went outside, she gonna say, oh, I heard y'all arguing. What was y'all, I knew y'all was arguing about the dogs or something, or arguing. Like, she was like telling me exactly what we had said when we was arguing. Girl. Girl, when she did that mess, I don't even remember what I told the lady, but that really pissed me off because why is you listening or putting your, that means you're putting your ear to the wall to listen, or we're being loud, but if we're being loud, then close your ear. Why are you, even if we was being loud, you have your apartment, we have our apartment. So stay in your apartment. Mind your apartment business. You know what I mean? Like, you worried a whole lot about what's going on over here. And this lady was just so, like, just weird. She have men coming all in her apartment all hours of the day, going to the pool and stuff, like, just all type of dudes. Like, you could tell, like, she was messing around with these guys or getting money from or something. Yeah, she was very nosy. Very nosy. And what's the other word? Very overbearing. Like, she, ugh, girl. Just all up in people's business. And just, ugh, just not a good neighbor. Like a neighbor from H. So, after that, I think that's when the argument happened. I think it was repeated of her talking to my wife. She came out and, you know, caused issues. So, then it gets to when we had the big blow up. Now, my wife is taking the dog out. She minding her business. And I was outside too. We were talking first. This lady came outside talking or whatever. And at this point, I was over it. And I was over her. I said, take your A back into your apartment. That's what you need to do. So me and her going back and forth. We're having an argument or whatever. And my wife, she's very like calm. You know, she's a very calm person. But when she needs to go to that extra level, she does. So we arguing, and she just started calling me all type of bees or whatever. Which really wasn't, I really wasn't caring. I feel like she was just mad that I didn't really give her any attention like that or didn't really entertain her shenanigans, basically. So she doing that. My wife blows up. It's going to be so many more bees flying out your mouth. She said, take your A back into your apartment. The lady did not listen to her warning, which caused some things to happen because of her. Now, when someone warns you after you poke the bear, you need to take what they're saying and take it behind on. Not keep on like throwing gasoline on the fire. Like, it was like basically like she was like asking to have a problem. Basically. Because my thing is this. Why can't it just be where we all live in living quarters at an apartment and you mind your business? Like, you know what though? She was the nosiest neighbor we've ever freaking had. Literally. And me and my wife have lived in a couple places. She was very freaking nosy. Very freaking nosy. I don't know what her infatuation was, but I don't know if it's because we were two black lesbians or what. But anyway, after my wife said that, lady started getting hype, saying, still cussing and carrying on, whatever. And they end up stepping to each other. And I believe the lady, like, you know, like just basically putting her hands in my wife's face and stuff, like being aggressive. So I was, you know, trying to obviously pull my wife away because I didn't want her to wear that lady out all over the complex. I didn't want her to have to do that because the lady's like, what, 110 pounds, 120 pounds, but she got a mouth like she like 500 pounds. So I'm trying to pull my wife away, and she's still getting close to my wife's face. So my wife takes her face and mushes her off the face. Like, girl, you gonna have to back up and remove yourself out of my space because you doing a lot. You're doing a lot, and you about to get yourself hurt. So my wife, she did that, and then she ended up turning around. She's like, okay, let me walk away. Cause you steadily trying to come in my face. You steadily putting your hand in my face. Like, who is gonna be okay with all this hand movement in somebody's face? I don't think anybody would. I know I wouldn't. So after my wife walks away, she pushes my wife in the back. She thought her behind was bold. She went and did a little tap, but like, I mean, again, she only like 110, 120 pounds, and you trying to push somebody. Because honestly, when I first started arguing with her, I did not even think like it would even get physical, honestly. I thought it was going to be an argument. And after that argument, she was going to say, okay, well, you know, they don't really care for me. So I'm done interacting with them, right? No, that didn't happen. So after she did that, she pushed my wife. I had to show her something. I turned around and gave her a nice little punch to the face. Because you're doing a whole lot. And you're not about to push my wife from behind and think you're behind gonna get away with it. Like, where do you do that at? So I had to, you know, knock her lights out. She didn't get too banged up, though. But when she fell into the door, she automatically said, yep, I'm about to call the police. Like, yeah, I got y'all black bees. Y'all are going to jail tonight. Now, mind you, we've always suspected that this lady was on drugs. We didn't know if it was like opiates or anything or pills or whatever. We didn't know what she was on, right? And when she did call the cops or whatever, because me and my wife would end up going back inside their apartment waiting, you know, for them to come or whatever. She just acted really loopy and really just weird. And so the cop came or whatever, and he looked at her hands, no damage on her hands, no nothing. And then she was claiming that she had a bump on her head or something like that, which they didn't confirm. They said they didn't really see anything. And the cop even said, like, something about code 90 or something like that. Like, and I looked it up. I forgot exactly what number it was. But basically, he knew that she had drugs in her system, basically. She had drugs in her system. So, we didn't get in trouble. And she was mad about that. So, after that, we stopped having interactions, right? A few days go by or whatever. She's steadily calling the police. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Around that time, it was a whole lot of mess going on with people my color being unalive. So, her calling the cops every 5 freaking minutes had my anxiety on 10. Like, real bad. Oh, I'm calling the police. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Yep, I'm calling the police. Or, saying, yep, and being on the phone talking about yeah, I got an x-ray done and an MRI done, and I got brain damage, and my liver twisted, my kidney fell, like, just saying all type of outlandish stuff, and keep calling the police so that she could have a case, which she still did not. But it's been several cases where people my color have still gotten in trouble for not doing something, or just whatever the case is, and they get the worst possible punishment. And if it's somebody that's my palm color does it, it's not a problem. So that mess had me freaked out. I ain't gonna lie. Girl, my stomach was so up. Like, I felt like I had a detox or something, because, girl, it had me freaking the heck out. Because how you calling the cops and you starting the issue? This is like months of constant provoking and constant saying something, constantly trying to cause problems. And you trying to call the police? I got your behind. So, after a while, after a little while, I started not to give a shit. She was calling the cops. Call the cops. Call the po-po, ho. Call the po-po. Call them. So, she was doing that. She started slowing down calling the police. And then, she started trying to be friendly again. Now, I don't know if she was trying to, like, get on good terms so that she could still build a case, but I wasn't falling for it. I was not falling for it. Lady, get out of here. And again, like I was saying, our apartment walls are just so freaking thin because the next time she was trying to talk to my wife outside and be friendly, she, I forgot what exactly she was saying, but she was just trying to have a random conversation with her. I'm on the toilet in the back, and I'm able to hear her talking to her. I get right on up, and I come outside and say, yep, I'm calling the police. Because you're trying to engage. Like, you're trying to cause a problem. The cops literally said, like, y'all need to keep y'all distance and not be around each other. So after, when the first incident happened, well, the only incident, we end up going to a hotel for a little while. And the apartment wouldn't even compensate us. So my thing was this. Me and my wife had been there for like almost 2 years by this point. Never had any issues out of us. Never started no drama with no neighbors. Never started drama with the staff people. Nothing. We had like one hiccup with the office people. Got fixed. And then no other issues. So she's coming in after us, right? And she's acting a complete a-hole, right? And she's even causing problems with like other neighbors. So it's not even just us, you know, complaining about how she is. So they didn't do that. They basically were just basically saying like, it's above us. There's really nothing we could do. Like the fact that y'all having this issue with her. I mean, what do y'all want us to do? We're not going to kick her out. We're not kicking y'all out. Y'all going to have to just deal with it. Period. So that was a problem. So we coming back and she still is trying stuff, right? So after I did that or whatever, I called the police. Then she started arguing. I think she tried to have another argument with us. It was another argument that we had. Still, her being the aggressor. Still starting the conversation up. Still trying to start the arguing up. And I said, why do you keep talking to us? Leave us alone. We don't F with you. I don't like you. What is the reason that you're still trying to have a conversation? Go away. So she's getting mad at that point. She's like, y'all are black lesbians and like, you know, the offensive term for lesbians, which I'm sure y'all know. It rhymes with bike. So she's saying stuff like that. She's being just crazy disrespectful. She's being loud. She's being obnoxious. She's starting issues. And even a neighbor came out for our defense. It was like, leave them alone. They don't even ever talk to nobody. You always got an issue with the neighbors. Like, go away. She started arguing with them. That's a problem. And it was just getting to be freaking ridiculous. I literally, like, have a video of her just going on a rant outside, just cussing. And the one time, completely ignored her. She was just basically arguing with herself at that point. Talking about, y'all some black bees and y'all, you know, are gay or whatever. Y'all, you know, just basically just insulting us or whatever. But to be honest, I really didn't care, honestly. Because I just don't care. Like, I was over it by that point. I'm over it. I'm over her. And she honestly just wanted more attention that we had gave her. And you know what? I honestly wish that some of that time that I had given her attention, like far as even arguing with her, that I hadn't did that because I just wish I hadn't known. But I'm going to be honest, though. Around that time, my temper was way different, you know? And I had way less patience and way less self-control. Honestly. So, I have the video, but I think it might be a little bit too much going on in there as far as what she's saying. She was saying, like, a lot. Let me see. I don't even know if I have the video. I think my wife has the video, honestly. Because I don't remember it being on my new phone. But when I tell y'all, that joint was crazy. Let me go to my videos. Just nutso, you know? And they closed the case and stuff or whatever. It's just like, if your neighbor says mind your business, why are you saying anything? Like, I didn't know that she was racist until that happened. But it's just like, Girl, you brought this on yourself. Why are you even talking to us? I don't get it. I don't even think I had that video with me. Let me see. No, that's a kind of video. Because it was a while ago. I would say this happened like 2019, maybe. I don't think I have it. Let me see. And it was nighttime too. When she was, oh my gosh, she was so mad, bro. Just so mad. I think by this time though, we had stopped all communication. Like she would come out, wouldn't say anything. She'd come out, we go in our apartment. Not giving her time of day. What's that? I don't think that's it. Let me see. I don't think I have it. Nope. Dang, I'm gonna have to, you know what though? On my YouTube channel, I believe I have the video. I think I added to it. And if I didn't, I'm gonna show you next time I get on live, cause that lady was acting like she like lost her dog on mine. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what is wrong with this lady? And where the heck did she come from? Go back to the hole you crawled out of. Stop bothering people. Mind your business that pays you, right? And honestly, now all these years later, really wish that that situation wouldn't have happened, but you can't be pulling up on people trying to put your hands on people. You can't do that. Now that would never change about me. Letting somebody put their hands on me or put their hands on my wife? Oh, no. And that goes for woman or man. Now, I'm not to say I'm going to go out looking for a fight. Because honestly, even for that situation, I ain't go out looking for a fight. I ain't even want to talk to that lady, honestly. She all up in my face. But anyways, I just, after that situation, I just am like really, 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 really mindful about neighbors now. And I'm really standoffish now. And like, if my wife is being too friendly, I'll kind of be like side-eyeing like, girl, do you need a part two? Do you need a part two? Do you need that? Or I'll hurry up and quick have a conversation like, you need to chill out. Because it's some really loony people in this world, I ain't gonna lie. How she go from wanting to talk to us and ask us type of question about our dogs and have a, like just, you know, talk to us on a regular basis to now we're this, now we're bikes, but with a D. Now we're, rude and aggressive and problematic when in actuality she was a problem, a big problem. And I wish that situation wouldn't have happened, but it did teach me a lot. Like, and for my wife too, I believe it definitely taught her a lot too, because now she's much not that she don't talk to neighbors, but she's less comfortable being so quick to engage with them or like interact with them so much, you know, like be like, hey, how you doing, and keep moving, not full-blown conversation or whatever, you know. There was this one lady here at our new apartment. She was trying to be cool with, it was a older lady. She was nice or whatever, but she didn't talk a lot. Sometimes when my wife would be going outside to take dog out, she taking all day because they talking, and I ain't eat yet, and my wife, it's her time to cook. So those would be the main times, because I don't want y'all to think like I don't want my wife talking about it. You just got to be careful who you're talking to. That's my point. You got to be careful who you're talking to, and who you give your time to, who you are letting in your space, because some people are just weird. And especially nowadays, you just got to be careful for real, for real. honestly. So, yeah, guys, that was my story time. Very crazy. And also, after a while, just to end up the story, we ended up moving out of Arizona. Now we're in Georgia. I wanted to leave after that. Like, I feel like she had ruined my experience in Arizona after that. Now, personally, we probably could have just found an apartment there and stayed, which I do regret that part, instead of, like, actually leaving the state of Arizona. But, girl, I was a teenager and very impulsive. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about, I'm ready to leave now. Like, it's done. And then, our apartment or whatever, we said, F them. We stopped paying the rent. Towards the end, like, what was it supposed to pay? I think last month's rent. We didn't pay it. Didn't pay it, left. Because y'all treat y'all... Now, personally, we probably shouldn't do that because it did go on our credit, but we got it off. Well, no, I don't think they put on our credit. Well, they didn't put that on our credit. But anyways, I'm surprised they didn't put on our credit. But anyways, we ended up just leaving because we wasn't paying the rent. Y'all treat y'all residents like that that's been there, pay the rent, never late, never caused issues, and then y'all have somebody new that's coming in, and y'all let them stay and don't, you know, give them consequences for what they're doing. Gone. Not getting no money. I don't care about none of that. My wife and I was like, you're not getting nothing. Because that really pissed us off. The fact that, again, even like I said, the other person who lived there at the apartment or whatever, they even was, you know, like, saying they never caused any issues. Even to the lady, they literally argued with the, like, and that wasn't even the only person. After she came out to say that, I forgot to say, another tenant came out. I was like, yeah, they don't never cause issues. Why are you bothering her? And they was like yelling at the lady or whatever and cussing her out. Because we weren't the issue. We're not the issue. We're literally trying to mind our doggone business. And that's it. And that's all. Mind our business, pay our rent, and just chill. And honestly, that was literally my wife and I's first apartment. And that's the experience we had with that crazy behind lady. So, if y'all move somewhere or, you know, like start to get a new apartment or something, or you have a new neighbor, just really feel them out first before you start conversating with them, and don't make them comfortable. Don't make them comfortable. I'm not saying to not speak or say hi or anything like that, but like, don't make them comfortable. Don't go into their apartment. Don't let them ask you all type of personal questions. Don't let them in your space like that. Not let them in your space like that, because what happens is they get too comfortable and then issues like this can arise. And I'm not saying every person's gonna be like that, but at least for us, that's how the lady was. So yeah, I didn't finish this painting today, so I'm probably gonna finish it next time because I'm about to get up. I need to do some more Sunday cleaning. This is so far not finished. I don't even know what it is. 2 trees with like some lights on it that I'm gonna paint. And yeah, I just basically did whatever. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you for watching this live. Please make sure to check out my brand, Wolves and Butterflies. It's www.wolvesandbutterflies.com. Make sure to sub to my channel. Make sure to like my videos. I have some new videos and stuff up, whatever, and that I just posted this week. I did like a body dysmorphia video. I did. Let me show y'all. Actually. I did a body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia came to my... I gotta go watch that. I ain't hear that. I ain't hear that. Body dysmorphia. I did a Get Ready With Me. And my clothing brand with some real cute jeans that I finally can fit now, like on my thighs or whatever, but I can't zip it up yet. But that wasn't gonna stop me from making a cute outfit. So I still did that. Excuse me. And also, y'all, check out my workout video that I did. Because I had did one before, but it flopped. But this one I did that. Because Clock that T. I did that. It was a really good video. It was like crystal clear. The graphics was good. Everything was good. And I actually really enjoyed making it because I love like exercising. So I really enjoyed doing it. I also check out, you know, my other videos or whatever. I have several videos. Far as like showing my clothes and stuff, food reviews, like just everything. And I'm always posting. I'm probably gonna post again tomorrow. No, maybe not tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. Especially because I already went live today. I try not to like put out content too fast, you know, so that you don't run out. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys listening to my story time. And I hope you had an amazing weekend. And I will see you guys Friday. If you stayed the whole live, you're a real one. And drop like a little paint canvas thing. Or a little wolf and butterfly thing. And now I did come up with a name the last time, the Haven family. I gotta sit and think about that. I don't know if it's a ring for me, like it's catchy enough for me, or if I like it enough, you know what I mean? So we'll get into that. Don't forget to subscribe and do not miss the next live. Make sure you have your notifications on for next live. So we talk, have good vibes, paint some more. And I've been working on my brand and stuff, so stay tuned for that, for new launches. Make sure y'all follow all my social media accounts, my Wheels and Butterflies Instagram, my personal Instagram, my Twitter. I don't really use Twitter like that no more. Threads. Yeah, follow me. And thanks for chilling with me. Send y'all love and blessings, manifestations. Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all energy good. Hope y'all drinking water. Hope y'all exercising. Hope y'all eating y'all fiber and y'all protein. And y'all working at least 3 times a week. I appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.